to the Big West Freshman of the Year, none other than Andre Jokanovic. And Irvine head coach David Niffen looks on. His team, while being the head coach, has reached the NCAA semifinals 3 times, 2013, 2015, 2024. Winning today would be number 4 for him. Throw it out for Rama, and that is scooped up by Shane Aiken. The block was there. Rowan up there along with Cam Thorne. Thorne has led his team in blocking in 4 out of the last 5 matches.
It's a bit of a shank on the receive from UCI. That gives time for the Bruins blockers to collect and collapse.
The 3-time All-American. Here's Rowan, big server. Options available. Trevor Clark gets the score, the transfer from San Diego Mesa College, the 6'10 junior.
We're starting this game on 10, Brian. Andrew Rowan with no fear, even in a game that's been so close between these 2 programs over the past seasons, and this one especially, they're still going for it.
And going for that serve was Jokanovic last night. He had 2 aces, also had 2 block solos. That was huge. You mentioned Irvine out blocking Penn State last night. The best blocking team in the nation, the Nittany Lions. Hanging up there, and that wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing of sequences, but it worked for Clark. John Hawks, year number 2, head coach for UCLA. His team gone all the way to the national championship match and lost last year, hoping for the breakthrough in season 2. Clark is serving to Christopher Conley. David Decker bringing the firepower, the red shirt junior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
There are just so many places for Andrew Rowan to go with this ball. That time sets it over his head, and Decker brings the fire.
Cam Thorne, 2-time ABC first-team All-America selection, will serve at Jokanovic. Andreas Brink had to go with the offhand, and the point will belong to UCLA off the attacking air as they try to figure things out with that connection.
Just looked out of sync there for the Anteaters, and they were arguing for an interference, still trying to get that point, but it'll go to the Bruins.
The Bruins have won their last 9 matches. For the second service there, as Irvine all square at 5.
David Niffen told us before the game that this is a UCLA team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Well, already we've seen 2 service errors.
And another one, this one from William Darcy, who went 13 of 26 last night, a double-digit kill outing. Here's Decker. Over 50 aces on the year, and that one does not find the court. You've got Decker and Rowan each with over 50 aces of their own this season.
That's why it's shocking that we're starting this game this way. Both teams a little bit loose right now.
Andreas Brink, the freshman from Denmark, serves. Conley got underneath that one. Sean Kelly got denied. Costi was there along with Micah Goss, and they are in synergy for the stop.
It's not the best receive from UCLA, and the Anteaters, while the Bruins were fumbling around, were ready for that block.
Rowan will look Kelly's way, and Brink was right there in zone 6. Darcy exhibiting the firepower as he laces one down the line. Hit over 400 last night, and he's picking up right where he left off.
How about the reverse flow from the setter there? Cameron Costi going up over his head and giving enough time on that set for his hitter to get in position.
In position to swing was Micah Wong Diallo. He airs, and he moves that shot wide of the mark. No touch.
Razor thin margins. We're gonna be saying that all night long here in Pauley Pavilion. The blocks on UCLA forced that shot to go out of bounds, had nowhere else to put it.
Kelly bringing the heat. Unsuccessful with that serve. The Bruins are 12-0 at home during the regular season, and they have won the last 12 meetings against UCI. Sophomore in Goss, preparing to serve out of Santa Barbara. This one is not going to be returned. Micah Goss bringing it.
Listen to this place. You'd think we were at the Bren, the way the Anteater fans are making noise, and they deserve it. No chance of stopping that serve from Goss.
Irvine, as a team, they're averaging 1.53 aces per set. That is 17th in the nation. He is looking for that tight target in zone 5 in the corner. Ayers with a very aggressive type of serve.
Both sides going aggressive, to be sure, on the serves. 4 service aces apiece for these teams as the match keeps flowing. Get ready to see some longer rallies.
Micah Wong Diallo serves at brink. Cameron Costi goes on 2, and it's the 4th straight match he's had at least 1 kill.
And that's why you gotta stay aggressive on the serve. UCLA lets off the break for 1 second, and immediately the Anteaters get the side out.
12 serving 9. Too strong there. A total of 9 service errors combined. Vukanovich got a swing, and then Kelly with a little razzle-dazzle to Zach Rama, the 2 top point scorers on the team, coming up with touches 2 and 3.
It was only a matter of time before we called this guy's name. Zach Rama was there on the defensive end, part of that 2-man block for the Bruins. Just seconds later, levitates up for the kill.
Levitating up for a big-time swat. Trevor Clark, who leads the Big West, coming in at attack percentage at .511.
You can already feel the energy just bubbling off this game, and we haven't even gotten into the flow yet.
Off speed from Jokanovic at Conley. Kelly, a misfire. No touch, and Kelly having a hard time getting in a rhythm.
Neither team really setting up their outsides or opposites like they would like right now. Give credit to both teams' defenses. The blocking assignments are on. There's nowhere to put it.
Conley got it again with the reception. That's Aiken diving after it. Darcy closes it out by taking on the double block, and Will Darcy is 2 for 2.
The dig by Aiken sets it all up, and that is just too much space for a player of Darcy's caliber on the right side.
Kelly with a good touch off the reception. Zach Rama, cross-body attempt, no touch, but they are going to the Bruins challenge, and they think that they make a good argument for reversing the call. So we are going to see our first challenge. Each team is allotted 3 challenges, and if you win the challenge, you get to keep it.
It was a confident challenge call for John Hawks and UCLA. Taking another look, Rama going up. To me, you can see that changed trajectory. I think this one will get overturned.
Mark and Darcy were up there, as you can see it from the net cam.
Looked like just off the forearm of Darcy there on the outside.
Our down official is Chris Hahn. He is taking a look at the video evidence to see if there is indisputable evidence to make the change.
Right there, you can start to see the ball spinning a little bit differently. Is that enough to overrule the call on the floor? I'm not sure.
They say that when you have instant replay, that it's supposed to make your job easier. I'm watching that, and I think it's even harder to make that decision.
When we saw it in real time, Brian, I thought I was sure about it. When we slow it down, I get unsure.
Counterintuitive technology in this particular setting. As we continue to think through this last point.
I think you can see there, it's very slight, but it looks like the trajectory of the ball is changed a bit there by Darcy. Here's a great look right down the sideline. And I think that ball may even be in without that interference from Darcy and the
You think so?
Yes.
To me, it looked like you could be onto something, but it looked a little bit wide. But I think what they are looking at, the challenge is going to be focused on the net touch, or to see if there was a touch.
It's fitting that this is our first challenge of the day.
After all of that, nothing is going to change. So not enough seen to make the overturning of the call.
It's fitting, Brian, because this is what we're seeing through this first set so far. Good sets for the hitters, but nowhere to put it. Great defense by UCI on that last point.
Cam Thorne is not going to see that shot get defended as the Bruins end another 4-0 run for Irvine.
It is just unfair when UCLA can feed number one up the middle like that through the legs of Jokanovic.
Rossi to Clark, off of Rowan. Aitken diving after it. Brink on two. Grittiness and hustle incarnate for Irvine.
The Anteaters are gonna go right at the Bruins star setter, Andrew Rowan, twice in a row. He got the first dig, the second one he could not get up.
Clark coming up short there. This is the 9th all-time NCAA appearance for UC Irvine. They last won a national title in 2013. That was the first year when David Niffen was the head coach.
I think Niffen will be very pleased with how his team has performed so far in this first set. He told us UCLA doesn't make mistakes, we do. Well, so far both teams making mistakes.
A high ball to Darcy. Rowan has options. 2 kills now for David Decker, who is hitting over 300 on the year.
It's easy to see why Decker's hitting so good. We know that he brings the power. That time eases off a bit and opts for placement.
Trent Taliaferro steps in to serve, number 9 in blue. Awfully close, and it just didn't quite sink in front of the baseline.
Bruins were quick to go to the pinch server, and it doesn't go their way. Huge opportunity for UCI here.
A case of maybe Darcy thinking a little bit too much on what he wanted to do there.
We saw both sides start with ultra-aggressive serves. They've both since eased off, and still the service errors are piling up.
It's Decker forcing the overpass and then getting the first touch. Sean Kelly blasts away. He is 8th in the nation in attack percentage at .396.
Hard work that time for Decker. Digs up the return on his own serve and sets it up on the other side.
Decker 3rd in the nation in number of aces with 53. That's Goss with the left hand. Kelly goes left hand. Right in front of Chris Conley. A cerebral decision, a prudent play for the beach volleyball standout, the freshman from Denmark, Brink.
And that's a beach volleyball move right there, pushing it down, but does so with enough force so it dives and dies on the court.
Andreas Brink. And out of the backcourt, Zach Rama executes the kill, averaging 3.62 kills per set.
The Bruins' best attacks today have been coming up the middle. That time, Rama operates from the back row.
Options for Kosti. Jokanovic takes it into the block, and then it hits the antenna. That would be an 8th assist for Kosti. Irvine has not beaten UCLA since 2017. In disarray off the Goss serve, but then nobody covered the middle of the court. The roll shot was a thing of beauty.
The Anteaters thought they got away with one. It's a shank on the receive, but Rama moves all the way again to the middle of the court and finds the opening.
Grayson Bradford, the ABCA High School Player of the Year in 2025, is in to serve. Manhattan Beach. Clark got spoon-fed, and it's all about the crispness of the pass to set up the big man.
Anteaters taking a page out of the Bruins playbook, going up the middle. Clark has been the star of the show so far for the Anteaters.
There's Kosti. Rowan trying to link up with Rama. Jokanovic will take it on 2. Darcy into the block of Thorne, and he was right next to him, Zach Rama, and Darcy towering over the block, and the Bruins need to call their second and final timeout of this first frame.
It all starts with the fabulous freshman, Jokanovic, goes for a recycle, resets it off the blockers, and then the Anteaters reverse the court. Perfect touch by Darcy. They're expecting him to come in hot. Instead, just puts the Bruins blockers against each other.
The history between these two, the last meeting in the postseason would have been in 2024, the NCAA semifinal. That was a year that ultimately led UCLA to go on to win the whole thing.
Every time these squads meet up, it can be January, it can be May, Brian, it's always going to be a fun, entertaining match. And a lot of times, there's huge stakes when these teams meet up.
When we were talking to Anteater head coach David Niffen before the match, he said he hates that the season only has about a week left because he feels like this team of his is starting to play their best volleyball, and they're on this great trajectory. He wishes it was just the start of the conference season.
So refreshing talking to Niffen. He's so straightforward. He acknowledges that UCI is not getting the top recruits in the nation like UCLA does consistently, and they do not care. He says, we're all we got, we're all we need. UCLA, he said he hasn't seen them 25-0 anyone this year. They can get 1 point or 2. He said he's not much of a math guy, but it sounds like the Anteaters can hang, and they're doing just that and more.
That they are, up by 4. Kosti out of the timeout with the offering. Aitken will step into set. And Darcy got denied that time. Aitken was a setter in high school. He had to play that second touch. The Bruin block was there.
Disorganized on the attack here. They don't get their setter toss in that time. Darcy doesn't have enough momentum to power through.
Throw in the serve. The offense will go to Rama. He'll get the call again. Darcy with the left hand, the cover, and it ricochets off of Clark. The Bruins are starting to hold things down, protecting the pins.
Bruins are getting wise, aiming away from Kosti, the setter. Rama is able to get in the back row, and again, it's the libero that has to set it. Bruins are all runners up. They feel like they've improved.
Here's Rowan. strong on the serve, and for a team in the Bruins that they average 2 aces per set, they haven't had one yet in this first frame.
On the other hand, Brian, 6 service errors already for the Bruins.
Jokanovic, tough one. Leads to a put down out of the middle. Off the overplay for Clark, and 4 set points matriculate for the visitors. Irvine.
5th kill of the day for Clark. Looked like we were in for a joust, but Rowan could not get up to the net in time.
Conley handling the firepower off that serve. Kelly. Nobody, according to Coach Hawks, spent more time in the weight room this offseason than Kelly. Said he was addicted to the weight room, and you can see by that live arm.
I wouldn't want to spot him at the gym, Brian.
Over on one. Frosty and Jokanovic looked at each other, and Cam Thorne got the conversion. A mini run has Irvine needing to call their second and final timeout of the set.
Thought that would have been a point where the Anteaters could get out of this first set, because Rowan was flat-footed when he was receiving it, getting ready to toss it, but just a miscommunication on the Anteaters' defensive end, and if they cannot close out this set, they'll look back to that point.
There was a lot of turnover for Irvine's roster from last year to this year, and you can see the highlighted names to the left. Those are all players that are no longer on the team, and then the new faces in the starting lineup in 2026. Coach Niffen told us that the narrative around the team going into this year was, how is UCI going to recover in the post-Hilaire Heno era? He was one of the greats, and it really solidified how good they could be, according to Niffen, in 2026, with all these new faces, when they got a big win on the road in Malibu against Pepperdine in March, and that let the team know, hey, we're pretty good even though we're young.
The identity of this UCI team is that of the underdog Anteater, played in such a tough conference all year long. We're constantly snubbed as far as the top rankings go, and they're showing they are not done playing, and like Coach Niffen told us, their best volleyball is ahead of them. This is a program trending way up.
A 3rd set point upcoming as Zach Rama toes the service line. Clark dug by Chris Conley. And off a bump set, Sean Kelly, problem solving at its finest. Hits an out-of-system ball for a score.
I thought Sean Kelly was trapped here. 3 blockers are waiting for him. How does he make it through? Aims low and off the arm of Clark. Excellent placement.
Serves to Brink this time. Darcy. What a get from Rama. The joust. Thorne has to set. Transition opportunity for the Anteaters. Kept alive. Rama tried, but too good in the end. Brink converts despite Herculean-like effort from the Bruins.
Not hard to see why Pauley Pavilion is rocking.
1 set in. UCI got it done. Jokanovic is dug by Kelly and center back. The Decker with a big swing. Thorne, and skywalking up there was Rama. Off a quick set, a line drive set to Goss. He still is without a kill. Bruins playing scrappy.
Cam Costy's been playing great already at 10 assists, but this time just a little too low, not enough air for Goss to elevate on.
Rowan misses on the serve. Service errors for both teams in that first set were troublesome.
Both squads had 7 service errors each now at this point, and a few attack errors on each side, but at the end of that set, that long rally, that's what we're gonna be in for the rest of this match. Both offenses are starting to wake up.
Coming in there and recovering was Decker. A one-handed up by Conley. Rama into the block. There was cover there if needed, but Rama got the job done. That set was off, and still the Bruins managed to keep the ball going.
Incredibly scrappy ball that the Bruins are playing right now. You don't often see Thorne fly through it and not end in a kill, but the Anteaters just letting the Bruins play. It feels like they've got them on the back foot right now.
I misspoke. That point actually going to UCI, so it is 2-all. There's an ace. It's the second for Irvine. The Bruins don't have one yet.
There's plenty of ways to get a service ace, but only one if you're Mr. Micah Goss. That's to hit it real hard, and I think that's the fastest ball we've seen today.
Coach Niffen says that Goss has a wicked arm. Out of system, a scrambling set, and a high ball for Rama. Okanovich having to fall away there and take a swing at it. That is his second hitting error. He is 2 of 9.
Feels like UCLA is targeting the superb freshman. That's why the Anteaters have been going to Darcy and to other attacking options. We've yet to see Jokanovic get going.
Rama serving at brink. Chance here for Thorne. And lays the smackdown as he jackhammers that one to the floor. The Bruins take the lead back.
That's usually what it looks like when Rowan links up with Thorne up the gut. Just nothing you can do about it. Almost a free point.
Thorne is air free on 4 swings with 3 kills. Darcy attacks the defense of Conley, and that is a massive arm swing in his own right for 4-all.
Look at the ball and how it just flattens out. Dives down so that even the terrific libero on UCLA, Conley, has nothing to do about it. He's been flying around, but a lot of times it's not ending in points for the Bruins still.
Jam Thorne side by side with Rowan, and those two in tandem for the score.
He's been perfect today, and the Bruins have needed every single point from Thorne. That time, he fakes like he's going middle and actually goes around the back of Rowan.
Okanovich got the call, and he goes inside the block of Michael Wong-Diallo and Sean Kelly.
That's a bad sign for UCLA. As soon as Jokanovic saw that ball hit the floor, he got fired up, went and celebrated with his teammates. That is not what the Bruins need, already down without him going.
Jokanovic, first team All Big West, serves away. Kelly got the job done. He's one of 3 Bruins AVCA Player of the Year semifinalists.
Kelly, Rowan, and Rama have been working together here at Pauley Pavilion so long it's like second nature where the guy's gonna be.
A jump set behind the head. Conley defends the off-speeder. The set was perfect, the timing as well, and Michael Wong-Diallo sinks his teeth into another kill.
First time we've seen the Anteaters offense a bit out of sync, not the best set, and you can't make mistakes like that against the Bruins.
David Decker is the latest to miss with the serve. Irvine, one of 3 Big West teams to make it to the NCAA tournament. The others, Hawaii and Long Beach State. Wong-Diallo, another high-speed set, and it works again.
The middle has been money for UCLA, whether it's Wong-Diallo or Thorne. The Anteaters can't seem to get up, and the Bruins continue to overpower them at the net.
Jokanovic, Conley the second touch. David Decker bringing the heat. Kelly the layout. Rama meets the high ball. And it shoots through the hands of Costi. His 24th, make it 22nd of the year. Or 24, excuse me.
Goes along with 4 kills as well. He's been keeping the Anteaters here in the game.
Cam Thorne will come back in. Michael Ontialo. Puts it to Jokanovic. Andreas Brink, a no-doubter of a kill.
Just great IQ by UC Irvine, realizing that the Bruins are a little light up front in the middle, and that's exactly where they go.
Brink takes aim at Rama. Who then Brink digs Rama. Finally got a paw on it. Rowan going underneath the net to try and save it.
The life of a libero is an unfair one. Connolly has been laying out today. That time again, just able to get an arm up, but too strong from UCI, goes out.
Jokanovic had the kill. He had 7 attacking errors in the last meeting between these two, which was a 5-set win for UCLA on the road. Hit sub 200. That's not something Jokanovic does very often. The freshman of the year in the Big West, and he's sub 200 even tonight, despite his 4 kills. Bruins still without an ace. Irvine has 3 of them. Putting it on a pedestal for Goss. Jokanovic unhinged with his attack attempt and didn't draw anything.
Huge for UCLA. We talked about how they don't have an ace yet. Well, they better play good defense when they don't get one, and they've got Rowan back at the service line. They give him another chance.
We have a challenge. UCI is using a challenge to see if there was a net. Now keep in mind that UCI used 1 challenge in the first set. It didn't go their way, so they go from 3 to 2 because they did not win that challenge.
And especially these teams so accustomed to going 5 sets, you're gonna need all of them. And Brian, I think I see the net reverberate a bit there. Let's take another look here.
So you're right, they're not looking at the touch, they're looking to see if there's a net. My apologies. So you're seeing something there.
If anything, it's gonna be Thorne's left arm, but not enough.
Not enough, and so that's 2 missed opportunities and challenges for Coach Niffen, who has only 1 remaining at the moment.
Here's our best look. Great discipline by Thorne, keeping those arms back, as well as David Decker up there, both of them pressing the issue and not pressing the net.
Right on down, David Decker and Cam Thorne combining on the stop.
UCLA getting greedy now. Thorne and Decker were affecting the play, but not blocking it directly. They said, no, we want to have hands on the ball.
Conley got underneath that one. On the approach is Rama. Bailing out the Bruins in an out-of-system situation. Count on Rama, 14-10.
This is just excellent reaction from UCLA. The way that Rowan is able to get set, take a few steps back before setting it up in the air with plenty of helium in that ball for Rama to climb up and get it.
It's a 4-0 scoring run for UCLA. Part of the reason Irvine won the first set is that they had 2 4-0 scoring runs, and their play out of the middle. Middle attacking has been, in the first set, there were 5 kills from Trevor Clark in the first set alone. A middle goes to show you how good the passing has been.
It's been excellent, and we've been treated to a few fun, long rallies, but the key here is the Bruins putting in that extra effort to keep rowing on the service line.
Trying to drop that one in, and still without an ace, the Bruins collectively. Gigas had double figures in kills last night. Both middles for Irvine had double-digit number of kills in that 5-set win against Penn State. Multiple aces for Mike Gigas, and that man is charged up.
A walking spark plug for the Anteaters, doing a little bit of everything, and just so intimidating from that back line when he's serving.
He has 3 of his team's 4 aces tonight and had the match-securing kill last night. Decker is dug in the cross court. Conley springs into action. Powering it off the block of Jokanovic is David Decker, his 3rd kill.
Not a good idea to give that man multiple chances on the left hand. He'll get one of them.
Rama bringing the heat. Top spin serve this time. And another point given up off the service air going to Irvine. Here's Cameron Costi, his father John, the head coach at Stanford. Misses. His father, by the way, is on hand, sitting in the front row. There he is. You know you've got a great production team behind you because as soon as you say that, Josh and Steve and the rest of the crew, they get you John Costi. The Bruins do it again, blocking behemoths they've become in the 2nd frame.
So intimidating to go up against 6'9" Micah Wong Diallo and 6'9" David Decker right next to him. Not many ways through that.
Costi trying to link up with Clark. Thorne on the run down. We'll try Clark again. Hesitating slightly. He was the one that had 5 first-set kills, but it's been a little bit harder for Irvine to establish the middles in the 2nd set.
Absolutely, the Bruins are putting on pressure, making their setter get creative in ways we haven't seen him be today. And that time, the Bruins were just waiting for that to come their way. The block was perfectly put.
Timeout here for Irvine. Let's go back and revisit that last point.
You don't get there without Thorne, the middle blocker going way out of the middle. Decker so reliable on that left hand, and the Bruins right there, they're in perfect position when it gets to the setter. Costi, they were keyed in on that play.
The rundown from Thorne makes me think of something that Sean Kelly said about Thorne at the MPSF Media Day back in December. And he made this statement, and we're like, all right, you know, what are you talking about here? But it makes sense. He said that Thorne is the best athlete in the nation.
Wow.
Now, that's not a statement you just throw around. There's might be a little bit of a Bruin bias there because they're on the same team, but clearly there is a level of athleticism that Thorne has that was witnessed from that diving play and that Sean Kelly realizes.
He's the heartbeat of this UCLA team, the reason they're #1 in the nation. And the fact that he's 5 inches shorter than Micah Wong Diallo, you don't notice it at all when both of them are together in the middle block.
You know what makes up for it? He has a vertical leap that is, I kid you not, 45 inches.
Woo. Get him in the dunk contest.
Thorne serving line to Brink. Jokanovic answers on the right side with a first ball side out.
We just said that we needed to see a little more from Costi, the setter, and what does he do but reverse the play and open up the court for his attacker.
There's Jokanovic. Bringing the heat at Rama. David Decker is scooped by Costi. Aiken too far on the set.